Hi there, this is Steve Spurrier. You can join University of Florida Hall of Famer Shane Matthews and also the two-time SEC Player of the Year every weekday as he brings you all you need to know about the Florida Gators, including news, analysis, opinions, and some of the biggest names in sports. You can find him on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts. Or you can watch him live at 8 a.m. on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter.
Good morning, Friday edition of Matthews in the Morning from the International Diamond Center Studios, locations across the state of Florida, right there in Celebration Point in the heart of Gator Nation. Go check them out. Buy yourself a new ring, make yourself happy. Comfort Temp, Heating and Air. Comfort is our business. Peace of mind is our promise. Today's program, we have Brent Beaird, our college football analyst and Heisman Trophy voter. Yes, we threw y'all a curveball. Brent is on Friday today, this week. And then we'll have JC back, and we'll do some Peachland Dental picks for this weekend's games. If you missed it last night, I didn't see a bit of it because I don't have Amazon Prime or whatever it is, Netflix, I don't know. But 49ers defeat the Rams in overtime. And the Yankees move on, the Cubs move on, and the Detroit Tigers move on. So a lot of good stuff going on. Let's go to the Titan More Hotline, courtesy of Comfort Temp. We're joined by Brent Beaird. Good morning, Brent. How you doing?
Morning, Shane. We are in a week that a lot of teams are off. So I mean, we're getting toward. Unfortunately, we're getting toward the middle of the season when some teams are they've got the week off, but that's okay. We have plenty to talk about, including an interesting SEC Media Days coming up, right, Shane?
Yeah, first time ever in the state of Florida, huh?
Media Days is going to be in Tampa, July 20th through 23rd. This was just announced this week. Look, there's so much stuff going on that probably a lot of people missed it. But that is the case. First time it will be in the state of Florida. Tampa will also host the 2027 Florida-Georgia game and the 2028 college football not just a playoff game, but the title game. So, Shane, I know you know Tampa, and I'm sure they're very excited about all this.
Yeah, it's interesting how they're moving it around year to year. I guess that's a good thing. Brent, going back last week, Ohio State still the number one team in America. Kind of sputtered around in the first half, but kind of got it going in the second half against Washington.
Yeah, and Julian Sain, their quarterback, if that name sounds familiar, he was at Alabama before transferring to Ohio State. Jeremiah Smith, the wide receiver, doing well. Their defense was very good, limited Washington to only 234 yards. So I guess if you can say this, Ohio State is having a quiet, very good year, right?
Yeah, and they're nowhere near the team they've been. They're not very good on offense,
That's
but
true.
they're going to keep winning.
Yeah.
Staying with the Big Ten quickly, I don't know if you know people up there at Penn State or people that cover Penn State, but I mean, James Franklin's done a great job. We can all agree on that, but his record against top 10 teams is just awful.
Well, it is, and that certainly continued in the Oregon game. Now, and people may forget this. He's been up there now so long, but Franklin was with Vanderbilt for a while. Really got going with Vanderbilt, but Shane's right. I mean, they really struggle to win the big game. Now, they will likely be a playoff team, but only go so far. Now, look, a lot of teams like to have that problem, wouldn't they, Shane?
Yes, yeah, for
to
sure.
struggle in big games and still go to the playoffs is not bad to some degree.
Florida Crackers, the brand for original Floridians, great food and southern hospitality in the center of the University of Brooksville, Florida. FloridaCracker.com. For all our people coming up from Tampa to the game tomorrow, make sure you stop by Florida Cracker for a little breakfast or lunch. Great place to hang out for sure. Brent, let's go around the league.
Yeah.
Your squad, the Alabama Crimson Tide, huge win in Athens.
Yeah,
But
it
now they
was.
come home and play Vanderbilt, who beat them last year. This is believe it or not, it's a very intriguing game.
And believe it or not, College Game Day from ESPN is going to be there. Look, they had a choice of covering the Florida State Miami game in Tallahassee, but decided to go with Alabama and Vanderbilt. And frankly, Shane, I think they're covering it more for Vanderbilt, even more than Alabama.
Yeah.
Really, because Vanderbilt is undefeated. Look, this is a very good football team. If people have not seen Vanderbilt at this point, one of the real things, Shane, that got my attention about Vanderbilt, they have the oldest roster in the league. They
Oh,
have
wow.
they have 26 graduate players and plus 50 more upperclassmen. That and look, that I mean, with Pavia at quarterback, they're playing well. But when you've got an older roster, it makes a difference, doesn't it?
Apparently it does. That was a huge win for Bama at Georgia.
Yes.
I don't think people realize, I didn't realize this till I just read it, about Kalen DeBoer's record against top 25 and top 10 teams.
Yeah, yeah. He is now 16-3 against AP top 25 opponents, 6-1 versus top 10. Now, and the interesting thing is, he has 16 wins over AP top 25 opponents since 2021, trailing only Kirby Smart, who has 22. So now, look, in all honesty, most of those wins obviously came when he was at Washington, but still beating Georgia 2 years in a row, and particularly beating Georgia in Athens, breaking Georgia's 30-something game home winning streak was important. And also, I'm curious what you think, Shane, of Ty Simpson.
Playing outstanding. He's been great.
Yeah, no turnover so far from Simpson. I believe he's got 11 touchdowns and 0 turnovers. So that has made a humongous difference for this football team.
Yeah, he's been very poised, been extremely accurate and throwing on time. Brent, as many years as you've been watching uh, the Alabama team, where does Caden Proctor's reception rank in your all-time great Alabama plays?
Well, it's got to be up there. Caden Proctor is this humongous offensive lineman who Bama was close to the goal line, so they threw it to him. Number one, Shane, he caught it.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, I mean, he just bulldozed. He didn't score, but he came close to it. So yeah, that was that was quite a play, to say the least. And he probably wants to line up now with the receivers during passing drills, don't he, Shane?
Yep, no doubt. Arkansas's off, but they fired Sam Pittman.
Yep.
Obviously, Bobby Petrino is taking over there. What are the chances of Bobby Petrino getting that job again?
Well, I tell you what was telling about this. Monday, Petrino was hiring and firing coaches.
Right.
And a normal interim probably doesn't do that, does he, Shane?
Yeah.
So, but that was something that was going on. Pittman was there 6 years. People may not realize that. And listen, if they had beaten Ole Miss and Memphis, the Notre Dame game would not have happened. But they looked so bad against Notre Dame that they decided to go ahead and do something. Now, it's not a guarantee that Petrino will get the job at the end of the year, but I mean, if they're a lot more competitive, they've got the week off this week. But again, Shane, college football is just amazing, isn't it? That you can have the situation, have an affair, have the motorcycle wreck, and get fired like Petrino did in a few years, come back. It's just incredible, isn't it?
Yeah. And, people forget They had the Memphis game won,
Yeah,
fumbled it away.
they did.
They had Ole Miss beat and fumbled it away.
That's right.
So crazy game. On the Titan More text line, this says, I don't care if a guy on the staff has never called plays or not. The fact that Billy is not effective, not saying Callaway would be any better. There's no way he could be worse. What do we have to lose? You mentioned other offensive coordinators not being good, and that is true. But you have to keep hiring and firing until you find a good one. It's a result business. Well, that's true, but he's the captain of the ship and he's in charge, so he's going to do it his way. I mean,
Mhm.
I don't know. Like I said, there's no reason to even keep commenting on it.
Yeah.
Auburn Tigers, man, there's a lot of rumors they're going to fire Hugh Freeze.
Yeah, and they're struggling right now. I mean, they're 111th in penalties. They're averaging basically 70 a game. They're 100th in the nation in third down conversions, and really have struggled on third down in the last two games. They are 3 of 28 on third down against Oklahoma and Texas A&M. They're not running the ball well. They ran it well in the first two games. The last three, they have not at all. They're still trying to decide kind of who they want to be on offense. Now, they're off this week, Shane, but they've got Georgia next week. It's a home game, which would be very interesting, but they could very easily lose three in a row and be going downhill very quickly. So there'll be a lot of questions about Hugh Freeze, and what's telling right now is the Auburn beat writers are openly criticizing Freeze and what he's doing or maybe not doing on offense.
Yeah. Florida Gators host the Texas Longhorns. First time Texas is going to be here in like 80 something years.
Yeah.
Should be a fun day. This game had a lot of hype in the summertime, not so much now.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's true. But Texas has won 10 straight on the road, which is impressive, to say the least. And again, DJ Lagway versus Arch Manning. Now, Arch, and Shane can comment on this better than anybody, but Arch has really struggled. I mean, he's gotten a little bit better. A lot of that's because of the competition that goes along with it, but still, and hopefully the weather will be good for the game. But there should be a big crowd because Texas doesn't come in very often.
Very, very true. The Dogs will be hosting the Kentucky Wildcats coming up, or not, they're going to Kentucky, I should say. Kentucky they're not very good, Brent.
No,
Could this
no.
be it for Mark Stoops?
It may be, and I hope it's a mutual thing, frankly, because Stoops has done great things at Kentucky. I mean, I guess you can use the word great, kind of in a relative term, but I think overall he made them better. Now, they've struggled as of late. They've allowed 30-plus points in each of their losses. And Shane, I know you remember this, that the Kentucky game last year was a 13-12 Georgia win. And frankly, you remember Kentucky had the lead going into the fourth quarter. It was 9-6. So, look, I expect Georgia to win, but still, the reality is Kentucky is struggling, and they will probably make some kind of decision. Shane, I know you found this interesting, like I have. Virtually no changes last year in the SEC. And this year, well, we're going to have a bunch of them.
We are. And there may be one in LSU. They're coming off the loss at Ole Miss. Brent, I know they have to play Alabama. I'm not sure who else they have left on their schedule. But after I watched them in person, I was like, this team is going to lose 2, 3, 4 games. I just didn't think they were very good at all.
And listen, it's really fortunate for them that they have had the success they've had defensively, or it would have really gotten ugly for them. But yeah, and they're off this week, and they need some time off. Garrett Nussmeier has been hurt. He is struggling. The offense really is not doing much of anything, frankly, in this situation. So Shane is right. I mean, they need to get some themselves together, particularly offensively, during this off week, or their season could go downhill quickly. And Shane, you remember they had that big win at Clemson, and everybody thought they were going to be great this year.
Very, very true. Real quick, Don asked on Facebook Live, brought to you by Mellon. Shane, what's on your shirt? Swinging Gator, best logo on campus. Well, Miss Rebels, Brent, are they the best team in the SEC?
Maybe. They very well may be. But again, what Lane has done at quarterback, and again, I want to know what you think about Trinidad Chambliss, but my star, he really is. And he 23 of 39 for 385 in the LSU game. I mean, that really is incredible in a lot of ways. So, listen, Chambliss became the first SEC player in 30 years with 300 yards passing and 50 yards rushing in 3 straight games. Shane, that's staggering, isn't it?
It is. I saw that Monday. Here's the thing about him, man. You know, he might be 6 foot. I doubt it. I bet he's 5'11",
really.
5'10". But Brent, he's extremely accurate. He's got great feet. He gets the ball out quickly and accurately.
Yes.
And that's playing the game, man. And they got good skill guys around him, little guys that get open.
Yeah.
So they're a very good football team. Mississippi State at A&M, a heartbreaker for the Dogs this past weekend in overtime. I think they can keep this game close against A&M.
Yes. Yeah, I agree with that. I think that's very true. The Aggies are having Operation Blackout. They're wearing black jerseys for the 4th time in their history. How about that, Shane? But A&M's defense, listen, if people haven't heard this, and this is really hard to do, A&M held Auburn in the 4th quarter to 1 yard.
Wow.
1 yard on 11 fourth quarter snaps. They've had 10 players with at least 1 sack. They average an SEC high 3.5 a game. Casey Concepcion, who came over from NC State, has 20 catches. Listen, Jeff Levy deserves some credit too. But they've had that State has 10 passing plays of at least 40 yards, the most in the SEC. 5 of those at least 50 yards. Fluff Bothwell, who's one of the great names in the league, sophomore running back, is number 4 in rushing. They have forced 10 turnovers this year. Had only 12 last year. Now look, this game A&M should win, but to your point, if A&M keeps this close, Levy deserves a lot of credit for what he's done so far at Mississippi State, doesn't he, Shane?
Yep, he's a good football coach. Kids like playing for him as well. Josh and Wamama on the Titan MR text line said, QB, who was your most favorite or reliable wide receiver in college and pros you played with? Let me get to that on another day, Josh. I'll have to think about that one. Rich in Florida says, if you were the offensive coordinator, how would you play DJ to maximize his capability? I mean, again, I think DJ's problem is fundamentals, and you can't play that position if you're not fundamentally sound. He's supposed to be a dual threat. He has no dual threat ability because to me, I think he's too big right now. He can't run. There's no quickness. I just talked about Trinidad Chambliss, his quick feet. I mean, look, this is not just on DJ. Our offensive line has not blocked anybody this year, people. Nobody. They didn't block Long Island. So they better buckle their chin straps for us to have a chance Saturday. They got to block this damn Texas front because they're pretty damn good.
They really are.
Frank in Chicago on the Titan Mark text line says, I'm heading to the swamp from Chicago for the game. Spreads moved to Texas -4.5. Biggest shift I've seen. Why does Vegas love the Gators so much? I love them, but we could get blown out. I was going to bring that up with JC because somebody texted me this morning about that. But the LSU spread went way down when we played them. The spread against Miami was going down. I don't understand it. I still think Texas is one of the best teams in America still, until my eyes tell me something different Saturday. I know they're struggling on offense, but I think Sarkisian's so good, he will figure it out. So we'll see. Brent, shoot, Tennessee. You're right. I didn't realize this. Everybody in the damn conference is off.
Yeah, that's right. Almost, yeah. I mean, Missouri is off, and I will. And look, Missouri is undefeated. They host Alabama next week in a big game, but Bo Pribula is doing well at quarterback. If people haven't seen the Missouri running back, Ahmad Hardy leads the league in rushing. I don't know if you've seen him, Shane,
I have not.
but he's really good. So that's going to be a huge game, to say the least. But yeah, to your point, South Carolina is off too. Tennessee is off. So yeah, it's just kind of one of those where we're kind of in the middle of the season, and the way the SEC schedule is set up, that a lot of teams, for whatever reason, had a break this week.
Yeah. Miami, though, is Florida State hosts Miami up
Yes.
in Tallahassee. Your thoughts on this game, Brent?
Yeah. This is a huge game. I mean, a lot of the Florida State players have said, the right things, that they lost last week, certainly on Friday night at Virginia, and that has refocused them. So they say. So that's good. Hopefully that's going to be important for them. This is Miami's first true road game. They're playing well. Carson Beck's playing well, and it is a big matchup. I think the biggest matchup in this is going to be Florida State's offensive line against the Miami front seven. Reuben Bain has had a great year. Remember, he was hurt against Florida last year. Missed a lot of the season. Akeem Messidor is with Bain, so they wreck a lot of havoc, to say the least. Castellanos so far, 4 touchdowns, 3 picks, 64% completion. Now FSU can be explosive and they can run the ball well. As we said a few minutes ago, College Game Day really was considering going to this game, and instead they went to Alabama. Vanderbilt. So this is a big game for both of these teams. Miami was 4-0 coming off a bye from last week, so hopefully the weather will cooperate. And this is your main night game tomorrow night.
Yes, it is. On the Titan More text line, Rick from Jupiter has some questions for both of us, Brent.
Okay. First,
he wants me to ask you, can you ask Brent his favorite Bad Bunny song?
Yeah.
I don't even know who the hell Bad Bunny is. I know that this dude is doing the Super Bowl, which I will not watch it.
Yeah,
but
that's
I don't
right.
know who the hell the guy is.
And Shane, I think he wears bunny ears when he's singing on stage too.
Weird, very strange to me. He also said, I wanted to follow up on my question yesterday, and if you gave it any thought on the top 5 quarterbacks, would you put the Oregon and the Georgia Tech QBs in there so far through the first quarter of the season? Who are some Heisman hopefuls for you, Brent?
Oh gosh, we were talking a few minutes ago about the Ole Miss quarterback in Chambliss. Look, I'm not saying he's going to win it, but he's making
Brent, let's just say if he did,
yeah,
this would be the greatest movie of all time, wouldn't it?
It really would be, wouldn't it? Yeah, I agree with and Chambliss, people may have forgotten about this. He came from Ferris State. Now you probably know more about them than I do, Shane. But
well, they're a good little Division II program. But I mean, he was a 0-star recruit. 0.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, absolutely. And listen, the other situation, Alabama, Ty Simpson, their quarterback. Now, look, I'm not going to say he's going to win the Heisman Trophy, but Shane, I was looking at Heisman odds yesterday, and he was in the top 3 in several.
Yeah.
And again, it's way too early to know this yet, but that really is amazing. I mean, when you thrown for 11 touchdowns and 0 interceptions, you get some people's attention.
Yeah, I would say, Rick, you're giving me a homework assignment here, Rick, and I forgot to do it. Dante Morse played well at Oregon. Haynes King, I
Yes.
would absolutely have Haynes King on my list because he is just a competitor, man. He makes his team win football games.
Yep.
I would put Diego Pavia because they're the same guy to me. I'd put
Yep.
him in there. I'd put John Mateer. He's still my guy. I know missing
Yes.
time is going to hurt him. I don't know if he'll be back next week for Texas or not. We'll see. But Trinidad Chambliss would be at the top of my list.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, you can't argue with what the kid's doing.
No. I would agree with that. He is being extremely impressive. And again, it's a long way to December, but yes, those are some of the guys who are playing well right now.
Yeah, and then David Macon on the Tight Number text line says, Shane, how critical is DJ's performance to a Gators win Saturday? It's critical. Quarterback's got to play. Probably, I would say whichever quarterback plays the best probably they'll be the winning team this week. Because I think I think it's going to be a defensive struggle.
Yeah, agree.
Brent, got any nuggets before we get you out of here?
Do you buy the fact that Notre Dame may still make the playoffs, Shane? I mean, they started 0-2.
If they go 10-2 with losses to A&M and
Miami,
possibly, I don't know who else they play. I guess it depends on what else happens around the country. But I could see them getting in at 10-2 if some crazy stuff happens.
Well, look, the committee's never going to admit it, but Shane, and you know this well, Notre Dame is a major television draw, and look, again, this is not something that the committee will ever admit, but don't think for a minute how attractive a 10-2 Notre Dame would be for television.
Yeah, I got a text here from Jimmy on the Titan More text line. He says, Shane, do you think Eli and Peyton will be at the game Saturday? No. I actually I text Archie to see if he was going to come watch the grandkid. You know what he said, Brent?
What?
Been there, done that.
Oh my, really?
Yeah, he's been to the swamp and never. Maybe he won. Maybe he came when Eli won, but
yeah.
He's not coming. So I was hoping he would come. He's getting up there in age, and he was my guy growing up. So,
yeah, absolutely.
Brent, good stuff as always. Have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you next week, my man.
Good. We'll look forward to it, but thank you. Take care.
That's Brent Beaird, our college football analyst and Heisman Trophy voter, joining us on the Titan MRI hotline. Silverback Concrete builds firm foundations for generations. You stand on it. We stand by it. Quick timeout. Come back. We'll be joined by JC. We'll talk a little sports, and then we'll get into our Peachland Dental weekend picks. You're watching and listening to PodUp with Matthews in the morning from the International Diamond Center Studios. We'll be right back.
Our premium sponsors are Campus USA Credit Union,
International Diamond Center,
Meldon Law, UF Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute, JF Hayden Craft Liqueurs, Florida Cracker Kitchen, Los Linderos Tequila. Gridiron sponsors are Baker Sporting Goods, Comfort Temp, Electronics World, Florida Victorious, Gallo Car Wash, Miapa Latin Cafe, Peachland Dental, Quality Plumbing, Ruse Ogre State Farm, Silverback Concrete, 84 Lumber, Big Mills Cheesesteak, Celebrate Primary Care, Dowling Sign, Gator Bait Media, Gator Dominoes, Ironwood Golf Course, Tropical Smoothie Cafe, UF Bookstores, Nest and Wow, MG&A Wealth Management. Watch and listen to us live on Facebook and YouTube. Listen to the podcast whenever on Apple or Google Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to your favorite podcast. Remember to like, follow, and subscribe so you don't miss an episode. To become a sponsor, call my man Freddie at 352-284-3733.
The most important thing I learned from my father was work ethic and integrity. Never veer away from integrity, even if it costs you money.
International Diamond Center owner Keith LeClaire.
The core value for IDC is to protect the customer.
That means offering the largest selection, uncompromising quality, the strongest warranties, and honest guidance from experts who are not paid on commission. International Diamond Center at Celebration Point. Online, shopidc.com.
What's up, everyone? I'm Mike Pouncey, and this is my twin brother Marquise Pouncey, and this is Life After Football.
Let's go.
tropical distillery, and JF Hayden's is our liqueur brand. We have 5 different flavors: a mango, a lychee, an espresso, citrus, and key lime pie. We pride ourselves on not only being a Florida-made brand, but also a cocktail solution. With that being said, cheers and go Gators.
Hi there, this is Coach Steve Spurrier, and I want to let you know that by popular demand, Spurrier's Gridiron Grill's delicious brunch is now served in a premium buffet. You have spoken, we have listened, and we're now serving Gainesville's only elevated buffet, complete with an omelet station, ginger sage chicken sausage, shredded short rib, and of course our chicken and waffles. Plus, you can enjoy bottomless mimosas and Bloody Marys. So join us every Saturday and Sunday from 11 to 3 for the best brunch in town.
Welcome back to the International Diamond Center Studios at Electronics World's Integration and Design Specialist for Smart Home Automation and Entertainment. It's Gator season, y'all. Let Electronics World bring the Florida Gators college football NFL to your living room. Check them out, electronicsworld.net. Back to the Titanamore Hotline, courtesy of Comfort Temp, and we are joined by our man, JC. Good morning, JC. How are you?
Yeah, great to see you. Friday, it's fantastic weather outside. Big weekend, new team coming to town. It didn't count in the 40s QB. Nobody remembers that. Stadium didn't even look the same. So this is the first time in my world that Texas Longhorns are in this area code. I love it. Last night, big night for baseball. You had the Tigers pulling it out, Cleveland, and the Yankees sending those bean pots suckers home to Boston. Send them to the golf course, baby, and let's go to Toronto. And you've got, the National League with LA and Philadelphia. Just great baseball. Tomorrow is going to be a crazy day. 4 baseball games, all these great football games. A lot of teams off this weekend out of our conference, but there's still some fantastic games tomorrow. This Texas-Florida game should be a game where the Gators are sitting at 3-1 or something like that. You got ESPN in town and all kinds of fanfare. But honestly, you've got fans rooting for the Gators to fire their coach. So, I mean, it's kind of a different scenario than I had envisioned about 2 months ago. It's too bad. But, hey, I mean, this is what we're living in right now, QB. This is the way it is. And what I don't understand, and what maybe you can shed some light on since you look at these things, is how the Texas Longhorns are down to 4.5 on the spread against the Fighting Gators.
Well, I mentioned this earlier because somebody asked about it on one of the texts or whatever. Remember against LSU, the line went down?
Yeah, and
remember against Miami, the line went down?
2 easy covers for both
okay.
those favorites.
Well, I see it, Brent.
Who's pouring money into Florida?
I have no idea.
If you are a stats guy, if you look at stats, you would see that Florida is. I'm just going to run through this and tell me if this makes sense. 115th in total yards, 89th in passing yards, 107th in the country in rushing, 100th in points, and 123rd in the country on third down percentages. While Texas's defense, 4th in total yards, 16th in passing yards, 3rd in rushing yards, 2nd in points, 6th in third down percentage. Team total is 17.5. I don't see that happen.
Texas is very good in defense, by the way.
Oh my gosh, they're so good. This is the best defensive team, other than maybe that Miami squad you saw the other night, that Florida's going to see, and that includes Georgia, and that includes Ole Miss and Tennessee and FSU.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this team is This is a different level of athlete on the defensive side of the ball. Florida's had 2 weeks to get ready for them. I don't care if they had 2 months. I don't think it's going to matter.
Got a couple of Facebooks here, and by the way, Andy, if you're still listening, Andy, Facebook goes away, and I wanted to read your This Day in Sports for today's Campus USA Credit Union. So if you could put it back up there so I can read it. Brandon says, QB, if we don't land Lane, then Matt Every and Chris DeMarco want to hire you as the next head coach.
Oh,
okay. We know the parameters, though, if I'm going to coach, right? We've already laid it all out.
Yes. Yeah.
I have my golf days. But I'll be damned, we're going to be good on offense, I promise you. Todd says on Facebook Live, brought to you by Mel Law, Shane, what do you think of the possibility of this happening? The Bull Gators tell Strickland if he wants money for the stadium renovations, then he needs to hire Lane.
Yeah.
I don't know if it has anything to do with damn stadium renovations,
It's
but I know they
leverage.
want to hire Lane.
It's all about leverage, QB.
Yeah.
If some guy's not doing what you want him to do, take away what you're offering him. That's what you do. And the bigger question is not so much what Scott thinks of or whether he'll ask, but will Lane say yes? And so many people say, of course he will. Well, that's the agent talking. Okay. The agent, of course, is going to say that to try to possibly even leverage his position at Mississippi to get more. You never know what's going on.
But here's the thing, JC. Whether he says yes or no, if the job is not offered to him, that is a problem.
Well, I mean, yeah. Well, how do you solve that problem exactly?
You open your mouth or you pick up the phone and you make the offer. It's that simple.
No. I'm saying, what if the guy is dead set on not doing that?
I don't care about that.
No,
you're not understanding that. You're not understanding the underlying thing. What I'm saying here.
Okay.
If he is not offered the job, that is a huge problem.
Okay. And my question to you is, what do you do about that problem if he's not offering you the job? You get rid of him. That's what you do.
Something has to happen.
That's what you do.
That's the problem.
I mean, that's how you fix it.
There's never been an easier resume, easier job interview than that guy and offering him the job. All right. So this day in sports brought to you by Campus USA Credit. You can put some star power to work in your financial life. We're a proud member, Stephen or Spurrier Banks.
All right.
How about this day? 1999, JC.
Uh-huh.
Somebody ruined Mike Ditka's return to Soldiers Field, throwing 2 touchdown passes to Curtis Conway in the last 2 minutes of the game and beating the Saints 14-10.
And what year was this?
1999.
Oh, gee whiz, I wonder.
Yep, we did nothing on offense. Neither team did.
Yeah.
With less than 2 minutes, I threw a touchdown to Curtis. We got the onside kick and drove down and won the game.
Oh, yes, dude. You had some memorable finishes up there, Chicago.
Because we really sucked on offense, and then we had to be miraculous at the end of the game.
The Hail Mary against Cleveland as well.
JC, hang on just a second. Where is it? I've got to find this because it cracks me up.
All right.
Large Fry on YouTube, brought to you by Quality Plumbing, wants to know if you're wearing stirrups.
I used to always wear my pants down low, but yes.
Did you? They didn't wear pants down low back when you played.
Well, my legs were so skinny and short. I was fast,
dude.
But my pants were too big on me. So
in my high school baseball days, we wore our pants up, the knickers.
Yeah.
But we had the
stirrups. I love them.
The little skinny ones. And remember, I used to put them in my door, close the door, and try to stretch them to make them as long as you could.
Those were great, man. Everybody, I do remember those things, but my pants were just too big on me. I think I had a 20-inch waist back then.
Dan says on Facebook Live they'll put a golf swing simulator in my office. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then JC will be hosting this show, and then people will be raising hell to fire me.
Why didn't you throw it on 3rd and 2?
Yeah, you dumbass.
Trying to run the ball on an 8-man front. What's wrong with you?
JC, hang on a second. We got a text here on the Titan and Mark text line.
By the way, Mac Jones was Joe Montana last night. Just in case anybody wants to bury Mac Jones, he's actually a good quarterback.
I've always thought he was pretty good.
Yeah.
This text says, JC, how easy was it to host a show yesterday?
Yeah, I was a little rushed in the morning there at the beginning because it's your first time, jitters, and it's been a while since I've hosted a show because honestly,
it was like running out of the tunnel, JC. You were a little
nervous.
It
was, and that's how I felt. I felt like running through a wall. Things calmed down. Had the illustrious Brian Edwards with us. He came through well. We're gonna clean up some things. It's game 1. You get better between game 1 and game 2. The show will be on again next Thursday. My internet goes out, so I couldn't read any of our commenters' comments on the picks. It pissed me off. I've got 2 internet service providers in this silly house, and I couldn't switch over because I was trying to figure it out what was wrong with this one, Cox Cable. I got AT&T. So I've got two of them, and the backup wasn't even used. I feel like as a coach, I dropped the decision there at the 2-minute warning, and it wasn't bad. It was. I mean, we had some good picks. I think we hit the Rams last night over 44.5. He gave us a couple of games that he loves, BYU and Michigan. Big favorites we typically don't take, but let's go ahead and take some right now.
Let's do a little Peachland Dental.
Yep.
Gator
Why don't
Nation's
we do
number one
that?
choice for dentistry in Port Charlotte surrounding areas. We're going to do the Peachland Dental weekend picks. JC, by the way, did you know there's a damn golf tournament on the PGA Tour going on right now?
What?
The Sanderson Farm.
Oh, yeah.
Play?
Yeah, Mississippi. That's right.
Jackson Country Club.
That is it at the Jackson. Oh, my.
Yeah. That course, they just tear that course up. It's too damn easy.
It's too easy, but that's an actual sanctioned PGA event.
Yeah.
You win it.
Yeah, I'll tell you right now who's winning it.
You get an exemption for winning it. Correct, QB?
Yeah, you win a damn PGA tournament, that gets you in all it. Eric Cole's winning it.
I don't know.
Right now, he shot 7 under yet. Well, no, he's tied with Garrett Higo.
Yeah, I've heard of him.
I'm sorry. Derek, whoever D. Walker is, Danny Walker, I don't know him.
Okay, all right.
But you got Carson Young's playing.
Yeah.
Michael Thornbjornson.
Yeah, I saw he almost won this year. Oh, Barone, you're so right. We got to get more actual picks and games on the show. We will. Listen, dude. Game 1, we were playing Long Island. We'll get better. Game 2.
Hopefully you improve better than moving forward than we have.
I will tell you that it is shocking. This reminded me of how fast time goes when you're actually in that seat. Time just flies, man. And so I don't know. Maybe we'll do a little longer than 30 minutes. We don't have to stop at 9 o'clock, according to my producer, Zach.
All right, so JC, let's do our picks and dental picks, my man.
All right, man. Let's go. Let's start off between the hedges. You got teams coming off a tough loss. You got another team that's his offense is as bad as Florida.
Is that in Athens or is it in Kentucky?
Yeah. It's between the hedges and Kentucky's. They're just all poor Stoops. He's just one of those coaches that'll never get it in terms of offense. He'll never get it. But they're getting 20.5 points. It's a lot. I think Georgia will open up the can
of whip ass.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're like the dogs. Justin,
pissed.
This is a great comment by Justin on YouTube, brought to you by Quality Plumbing. He says, QB, go be our coach. You will get fired and come back to host a podcast from your mansion on the water after collecting $30 million buyout.
A great financial plan.
I know, JC, I've said it multiple times. Sometimes I lay in bed and go, damn, I should have become a GA in 1992 for Coach Spurrier.
There you go. Yeah, just because you would be coaching right now. Yeah,
I would.
Yeah, absolutely.
People would be calling a podcast probably in Lincoln, Nebraska or somewhere and saying, fire that guy, which would be perfectly fine with me.
Oh, man, it is insane. $10 million in the first 30 days when he gets fired. Yeah. My God. All right, let's go to Tuscaloosa, the team on the other side of that game last week. Alabama got Vandy. Now there's no chance at all of a letdown in this game. There should never be a letdown in the Southeastern Conference, and you've got a revenge factor here. But Vandy's got a quarterback. He's mobile, gives Alabama problems. Mobile quarterbacks give Alabama problems, and they're catching 11.5. I got to take that.
I'll take the Alabama Crimson Tide.
Really?
I think they figured their team out.
Okay.
I think they're going to play well.
God, I hope you're right. You're not going to pick the Gator game, but give me Texas. 4.5. Come on. And then I'm going to even do a team total on Florida, but that 17.5 is low. That's a low number. Mississippi State plus 16.5 at Texas A&M. I think you like the dogs in this.
I do like the State dogs. I think, A&M may be looking ahead to the Florida game next week, JC. But I think Mississippi State can always get that backdoor cover.
And that's right. They can throw it. 3 straight home games for Texas A&M in the SEC. That's kind of somewhat atypical of the way they schedule games. I'm gonna take Texas A&M. I just Mississippi State. I love them. I hope they do well. No, I'm not. I'm gonna take Mississippi State. Shit, that's a lot of points. That's too many. But I can see a 34-17 type. Well, I don't know. Iowa State and Cincinnati, QB. This is a Big 12 matchup. I like Cincinnati at home getting 1.5. Iowa State is undefeated, but Cincinnati had a big win last week. I think they're better than most people think.
I do like the Bearcats. And Kanye Ron says on YouTube, brought to you by Quality Plumbing, Shane, with your $30 million buyout, which golf course do you get a membership at? Well, I would build my own golf course.
Oh,
If I got a $30 million buyout.
but you would do it in a place that doesn't hate you for doing it, like
Oh,
discount.
I would not be in Alachua County, I can promise you.
Nowhere near it, actually.
No.
Barone, yes. Is there a way to create an email so we can send in games early on the week for JC to cover in the Gambling Show? Yes, you can. QB, how do we get
Don't
Zach?
ask me, ask the producer. I just turned the show on and do
Okay,
it.
Barone, I'm going to find that out for you, and I will report back on Monday to give you that answer for next week. Okay, so then we go to this is now a couple of non-SEC games because a lot of teams are off in the conference. Virginia is a good team. I think they're pretty good. Their quarterback he's serviceable. They're getting 6.5 at Louisville, QB. This is a tough ACC game here.
I'll probably take the Louisville Cardinal because Virginia you don't know how they're going to react coming off that win. But I will tell you this, JC, both of those teams can score a lot of points.
A lot of points.
I don't know what the over is, but take the over.
Michigan State plus 11 at Nebraska. This is one of those games that I came into because I looked at these numbers with teams that let's see, Michigan State, Nebraska. So home teams are well, no, that's the wrong note. Gee whiz. Take Michigan State plus 11.5.
Yeah, I don't even know what Michigan State's record is, but it seems like Nebraska, when they do win, it's going to be close.
Yeah, I
will take the points.
They never cover big numbers.
Real quick,
go ahead.
Catalasso on YouTube, brought to you by Qualplum, says, Shane, as a former player, with all the noise around the Gators this year, tell us what you think the players are thinking and feeling right now. Do they ignore it or does it affect it? I can't because I've never been in that situation. And even if we were back when I played, you wouldn't hear it that much because all you had was a newspaper to read, right? You didn't have social media, you didn't have podcasts.
Yep.
So,
and the local news. I mean,
I honestly can't answer that question. Never been there.
Alan, very nice here. You did great, JC. Very informative. Alan, thank you so much. We look forward to being more informative, and I'm going to try to probably lobby for more time. That was just not enough time. All right, here's the game of the week. It's 2.5 hours to the west of us. Florida State. I know you love Miami, but tell me right now why that spread is 4.5.
Well, I like Miami. I don't love Miami. I think they're very good on the lines of scrimmage.
Okay.
I was not impressed, and I don't know because usually Shannon Dawson dials up good stuff, his air raid offense. I don't know if Mario said, you're not calling a down pass play. We're just going to run it every down. I think Florida State's going to cover. They may win the game. I just think
that's all you need.
I don't know why, but it being home. Now, again, I agree with Dan Lanning. There's nobody in the crowd that's going to tackle anyone.
That's right.
That's going to score a touchdown.
That's a great quote, man.
It is. I love Dan Lanning, but
that's so true.
I'm going to take the semis.
Okay, I'm with you. And this was the stat. When games are featuring two ranked teams since 2017, home teams are 204 and 100 straight up, and 178 and 108 against the spread. That's over 63%. So Florida State's the home team. They lose by a field goal, you cover that bet. Miami's very good. They're very good. But Florida State, I like them at home better than on the road. So that's my play on this game. Florida State.
Yeah. Large Fry on YouTube, brought to you by Qualys Plumman, says, how would you feel if you were a healthy Tramel Jones and Billy just keeps going to a struggling DJ?
I feel bad.
I mean, there's nothing you can do. This coach's decision.
Badly.
You got to deal with it.
I feel badly. This is the scenario I see, QB, and it's not good. But I think what happens is that the week before the Georgia game, we see some sort of something happen. The week before the Georgia game, because that's the open date. Then you only have 4 games left. The record will be what it's going to be, and I think we all kind of know what it'll be. Now, listen, I'm hoping I'm wrong about everything, but am I really hoping that? So I don't know. We'll see, man. I just think something's got to happen.
Braun 71 says, I think NIL makes the players care less about the win-loss record, especially when they know a Napier is basically on. I can't agree more with that.
It's so different.
I've said it multiple times. I go to I can only go to my NFL days, right?
Yeah.
You're playing for your team, and if you win, you feel great. If you lose, you feel bad, if you played poorly for a day or two. But on
Deposit.
Tuesday, the direct deposit hit.
It's right there.
It's a business.
Yeah.
And there's no loyalty. That's kind
Yeah.
of how college football is now. Now, I was told that most of the NIL deals for colleges, the kids get half of it before the season starts.
Okay.
They get the rest of it at the end of the season. That's why, everybody's talking about can't fire a guy because people go in the portal. Nobody from Virginia Tech, UCLA, or Arkansas that I'm aware of have gone to the portal because they're not going to get paid if they go in the portal.
That's right.
They're gonna ride it out.
Yeah.
And they go in the portal.
Absolutely. 100%. And life does change when you pull up your phone and you can pull up your bank account and there's 7 digits there. I'm sorry. Your world is different. The way you carry yourself, what you look at, what you see, how you talk, the way you think. You want to do well, but you know what? In your world, things open up. And that's just the reality of it. And it's a lot different than when I was in school and I pulled up my bank account balance and it said $16.25. I mean, I was hoping to get a pizza for that. Yeah, that's the way we're looking at it. And then I'd be on the phone with Dad on Friday. What are we doing about this? So, yeah, I mean, it's a different world, but these players want to do well. But I do agree with you, man. It's a different world, no doubt about it.
Yeah,
very different, very different world, man. But so Saturday, tell me about your day on Saturday real quick, Shay. You're going to do radio.
I got to do a little pregame show with Steve Russell in the Rights Union, and then I'll go tailgate for a while with some
friends,
some prominent folks that I need to talk to.
Okay.
And then I'll go up to the box, call the game.
What if somebody had a big sign out there on the field that says "Hire 9"?
I will say you have to have the golf simulator. I'm playing golf at least 2 days a week with my group. But I'll be damned, we're going to be throwing that thing around the ball. But we'll run it too, though.
Oh, you have to run. You have to.
And then after y'all fire me, I will have my own golf course.
What a plan. Oh, my God. I can't
and
wait.
JC, I will charge you to be a member.
Can I raise your fees too?
Yes.
I'm waiting for that direct deposit. Come on, Christina, get that direct deposit. Listen, I think it's the football is so things surprise people. There's always something that you don't expect that could happen. Well, what if the Gators are up 10-0 in the first quarter? I mean, it just changes. Everything could change, but they've had 2 weeks to get ready. This team coming in, folks, I'm just telling you, man, their defense is so good. And it'll be fun to watch Arch Manning. I mean, how much do we hear from Arch Manning? We hear from him every night on television. We hear from him everywhere. They played 3 very poor teams going into this game. They'll be ready. Florida's had a week off. Hopefully they'll be ready. Let them play. See what happens.
Justin says, QB, we expect some scoop on Monday about the new head coach. Here's the thing is, here's what people need to realize. If something were to happen, like if they make a coaching change or an interim coach here, you're not going to get any information on the next coach until late this year. Late.
Yeah, I mean, he's busy right now coaching the 4th-ranked team in the country with a quarterback that's taking the world by storm and a team that's got a fan base absolutely energized. I'm talking about Lane, right? So, I mean, he's busy.
He's very busy. He's got a damn good team.
Yeah, and he's got a quarterback that he plucked out of nowhere, literally just pulled a needle out of a haystack, and there he is, just up and down the field, QB, up and down the field. Do you ever wonder why it's so easy for some teams to get 10 yards and why it's so hard for others to get 10 freaking yards? Do you ever wonder?
Yeah, I do wonder. So Kevin on the Titan Mar text line, he responded the other day because he wants a restaurant here called Joey Freshwaters. Okay. He says, I want to drink a cocktail at Joey Freshwaters at the Old Keys restaurant. Get Freddie on that.
Always looking for opportunities to monetize, baby. That's right.
Always.
Yeah.
Where did that other text go that I wanted to read before we got out of here? But
QB, I'm fixing to join the golf.
The Gator Golf Boosters?
Yeah, that's what it's called.
You're going to get some good gear, JC.
I'm looking forward to that. I'm going to wear it on this podcast too, by God.
You're going to do what?
I'm going to wear it on this here podcast too, by God.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
but it's been a good week. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I mean, we're running out of time.
Yeah. Oh, well, listen, it's been a good week. We had the premiere of Win with JC. We've had an open date to kind of lick our wounds and recover. And now it's
JC,
time.
here's what you need to
Get
do.
after
You need
it.
to have a contest on Win with JC.
I do.
And whoever wins the contest, you and that guy or girl take a
Yep.
trip to Biloxi or Vegas together.
Well, they can meet me there. How about that? How about that? Okay.
Well, that's what I meant. Y'all could go.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Well, the Hard Rock has kind of changed a lot of things, but no, I love Biloxi, dude. It's a great town, man, and it's good food there. Ocean Springs is where I got married. I love Jackson County, baby. Yeah, Jackson County, Mississippi. But QB,
Oh, I real quick, we're running out of time. We got to get to but somebody early in the program wanted to know, with me being from Mississippi, why did I choose Florida? It's a great question. My dad played at Ole Miss. My mom was a cheerleader at Ole Miss. I grew up an Ole Miss Rebel. But they ran the option when I came out of high school, so it was not a good fit for me. So
makes sense. But Florida was the spot to land. I mean, how did you know?
no, I don't know why the hell I came here, quite honestly.
Okay, that's the question.
I probably should have signed with LSU like they wanted me to be the next Tommy Hodson.
Then you never would have met Steve Spurrier.
Never would have. He changed my life. JC, have a good day in your Yankees gear walking around town. That's JC joining us on the Titan Number Hotline, courtesy of Comfort Temp. And that will do it for today. Have a great day, folks.
All right.